I still remember that evening like it happened yesterday. The whole town had gathered near the lakeside. Smoke was rising from what used to be Emily's small wooden cottage. People were shouting, running with buckets, but it was too late. A kerosene lamp had fallen while she was cooking for her sick mother. Within minutes, the fire swallowed everything, and it took her face with it. Emily was 19. Everyone in our small Montana town used to say she was the prettiest girl around. Skin like porcelain, long brown hair, and eyes that smiled before her lips ever did. Boys from neighboring towns would drive all the way just to see her when she walked to the community well. But that night, the flames didn't care how beautiful she was. When they pulled her out, her face was burned beyond recognition. One side completely scarred, her left ear gone, her hair burned down to the roots. The doctor said, "She'll live, but she'll never look the same." For months, Emily didn't step outside. Her mother cried quietly every night. People who once praised her beauty now avoided even mentioning her name. "Poor girl," they whispered. "Nobody's ever going to marry her now." 2 long years passed like that. Then one day, a marriage proposal came from a man named Daniel, a school teacher working in Seattle. He had seen Emily once, years ago, when she was still the town's beauty. His family came to meet the girl. Everyone in town waited, wondering what they'd say when they finally saw her face. They came, they sat, coffee was served. Emily's mother's hands trembled as she called her daughter out. Emily walked slowly into the living room, a scarf covering her head. She lifted it just enough for them to see. Silence, heavy, unbearable silence. Daniel's mother stood up, glanced at her husband, and said, "We'll get back to you." They left without finishing their coffee. That night, Emily sat by the window and cried like a child. Her father didn't say a word. He just held her hand. A week later, another letter arrived. Same family, they were coming again. Everyone assumed now they'll officially reject her. They arrived, but this time only Daniel and his father came. Daniel's father spoke first. "Sweetheart, we made a mistake the last time. We judged with our eyes, not with our hearts. My son hasn't slept well since that day," he says. He still sees the same Emily he fell in love with years ago. The one who helped an elderly woman carry groceries, who gave her lunch to a hungry child, whose smile felt like sunlight. He says her beauty burned, but her goodness didn't. Then Daniel stood up, walked toward Emily, and did something no one expected. He gently pulled her scarf back, looked straight at her scarred face, and said, "Emily, I'm not here to marry the face you lost. I'm here to marry the woman who has more courage in one burned fingertip than most people have in their entire lives. Will you come with me? Not as someone I'm doing a favor to, but as someone I'm proud to stand beside." Emily couldn't speak. She just cried and nodded. They got married in a small ceremony. Half the town showed up, not out of curiosity, but out of shame. Shame that they had turned away when she needed them the most. Today, 10 years later, Emily and Daniel have 2 beautiful children. Emily teaches at the local school. She never covers her face anymore, and when little girls ask her about her scars, she smiles and says, "These are my medals. They remind me that someone loved me when I thought I was unlovable." And that taught me the greatest truth in life. Real beauty isn't what the mirror shows when everything is perfect. Real beauty is what the heart still sees when everything falls apart. And every time she says that, something inside me breaks and heals at the same time. Because if a burnt face can be loved that deeply, then maybe, just maybe, every broken heart deserves a second chance too. Never forget this, my friend. Love doesn't search for perfection. True love searches for truth. And truth, even when scarred, is the most beautiful thing in the world.